Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more stories, The Path of Destinies. In the previous video, we got, which one did we do? I honestly don't remember. Oh, was it this one? No. I think it was this. No, it was this one. What are friends for? Or what friends are for. It's another end that started on the stone, but we made our way to the, up there. So we got 2 endings left up here and 2 endings here, and then 4 on the other ones, which is very interesting indeed. So we basically seen all the endings from the one path that you pick at the end of the first area on all 3 areas. I think what I'm going to do now, guys, is I think I'm going to do 1 here, 1 here, 1 there, and keep going back and forth. You know, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and do that 4 times because they each have 4 endings on each side. So let's just do this one.
Reynardo finally realized that Lapino was a traitor to the cause, and maybe Reynardo could use that somehow.
Reynardo could use that somehow. What to do with the knowledge about Lapino's treason? Reynardo would be foolish to trust Lapino again. He would confront him, or better yet, find a way to use the traitor against the new master, the Emperor. Maybe Lapino could be a game changer after all. But he was prepared to forget about that. Who knows, maybe Lapino's traitor was all just a fluke due to unfortunate circumstances. Yes, that's right. So, okay, this seems like that's the true way to go, and this is continuing the way that we've been down before.
Lapino.
So we're just going to keep going down this way until, you know, we've gotten all the rest of the endings.
Exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble given time.
Oh yeah, and off screen I did do some, I don't know if you want to call it grinding, but I did get some levels. I think I got 2 or 3. I honestly don't remember.
That he had a clever plan. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse. Or so Lapino had told him over the far speaker anyway. Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the ravens? God. That was
32.
odd.
So I still have
Reynardo
2 free level ups left at the screen up there, so I only need to get 14.
This
Or not 14, I think I only
so
need to
many
get
more
12 more
ravens.
level ups, and then I'm good.
But was this fruit local? That's what Reynardo wanted to know. Reynardo looked around the empty village and reflected. The Sky Ripper had turned out to be far too dangerous to be used. Time to turn to what he knew best.
And I guess they say that the best route to go on to get healed is actually going through the true ending route. So we'll probably get every single trophy in this game besides the getting all the skills trophy, which is totally fine by me. Or at least getting all the trophies on screen besides that one. don't think this path led me to any fights, but we'll see.
What was behind that door? Reynardo's nose told him there was treasure there. They must have forgotten it in a hurry. Surely they wouldn't mind if he helped himself to it. After all, they wouldn't even know.
Nope, no fights. Okay, I can't remember. Alright, should I go down the well, or should I go... I think I'll just go the regular path if it's open. Yeah, so I got all the second tier skills as well. So I just need 5 more up here, and then, yeah. Yeah, how many do I need? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, I just need 14, but I technically only need 12 more levels on my own because I already got, because I still have those 2 for the ending. I love how, like, you know, I was checking, because I'll be honest, I looked through PlayStation trophies to be like, okay, what the fuck do I need for?
Ravens were landing everywhere.
Because I was like,
The advance guard.
I was like, here, it's like, okay, what the fuck do I
If
do
they
for
got
some
to
of these
Lapino
trophies? Because
first,
some of them
they'd
were,
eat him for breakfast.
like, especially for the
or a snack.
old Fox New
Ravens
Tricks
weren't
or
picky.
whatever that trophy was,
They
where
got
it's like,
hungry,
get, you know, do
sometimes
all the
forgot
things
to
in a
interrogate their
single
prisoners.
act of combat.
Even top spies like Lapino. Well, unless he really was a traitor, obviously. Then they'd probably pin a medal on his chest.
And I was like, okay, fuck it, what do I need to do? So I checked, and it's like, oh, okay. And like, I love how they're like, okay, so in, you know, for the learning all your skills, they're like, we recommend not doing all of these things first, because you'll end up getting gain levels, and those are better used for when you're, you know, at a higher level and such. And it's like, beat story like 2 or 5, you know, stuff like that. You know, it's like stories this and that get you. Fuck.
Well, now you're foxed.
So there's like, okay, so it's like,
Lapino
and the way they like, oh, this is a good place to
Now,
grind. Like they
Reynardo
didn't
knew
really
that.
explain how to get to that area.
What
But anyway,
Lapino
back to the
do if
original
he knew
point. It
that
was like they didn't
Lapino
explain like how to get,
betrayed
how to like avoid these stories,
Well,
because like you
he'd
don't
concocted
fucking
a tricky
know. It's
scheme,
like,
wouldn't he?
oh, this is
Used
going to lead me
Lapino's
down to
betrayal
the
against
path
that
of
would
story
blow up
A
his
right
face.
here, or B, or whatever. Not story A, but
Maybe
you know what I mean. It's like this is,
overthinking
this will
this.
take me to ending A,
That would
or
be a first.
this will take me to the story 1 or story 2. And it's like, no, because I don't know what the fuck I do.
Don't go away. Dirty and bloody, Reynardo finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Reynardo recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, we see this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia.
We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who happened to also be a deadly sorcerer, and, oh, his only daughter? That would be worth it. And it would be nice to see her. He'd always had a soft spot for her. And he felt sure she had one for him.
On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
So we've already done everything up here, so let's do this one.
To make the Sky Ripper, the Transcendent Emperor had wrapped an armature around the eye of a god. Reynardo had already let that armature slip away to save Lapino's life. But even its core, the eye torn from a god, surely they could fashion a great weapon from that. The core of the Sky Ripper? Lapino's excited. That's an actual thing that we could just go and get. You've been busy.
He sure had. Reynardo told him all the things he'd been up to. Soon they got to talking about old times, about wages they'd won and lost, and scrapes they'd barely got out of. It was good to be back with his friend. True, the core was capable of terrible, uncontrollable destruction. But this time, he was sure it would work great. It's beautiful here, thought Reynardo. It was nice to be back with his old war buddy. All right, Lapino was a traitor. But still, it was good company.
Yeah, if only he actually, you know, fought or did shit. He didn't. I think that's only towards the chest. That's towards the chest. I don't know what was over here. Let's see what's over here. The chest. Fuck off! Yeah, and they said, like, make sure
The waterfall was spectacular. And you had to enjoy these things as they came. We pass this way but once.
Oh, fuck off. I didn't even get a chance to try to counter that.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
You almost never saw wild gogglers together like this. The toads had to train them not to peck each other to death. So these had to be imperial gogglers. That meant ravens were up ahead.
Imperial gobblers.
Feels so close to you.
How? What the fuck did I miss? Like, I'm trying to think, like, what did I miss? I did the 3 grabs. Maybe I didn't dash through, but I thought I dashed through. I know I pulled them in. I did a regular attack and I countered, and I did the R2 attack. I don't know. I just feel like it's so dumb how it's like, oh, no, you missed something. It's like, no, I didn't.
Reynardo felt wrong all over. He could feel an almost palpable sickness in the air. And if the land could have tumors, they would look like these monstrous crystals. The forest was quieter than it had been. There were insects, a few birds. He didn't count the ravens. Reynardo smelled sick animals and dying ones. No healthy ones. I'm getting a bad feeling about this, Reynardo thought. Maybe Lapina was right. Maybe he should have kidnapped Zenobia instead of coming here.
Only 5. Wish it was a little more, but again, beggars can never be choosers with that. I think we only have one more fight left. A little over 9,000, so. Fuck off!
Should have died a pirate,
Bull
he thought.
shit. What did I miss? What did I miss? It was only 50. It wasn't going to really do too much, but still, it's some bullshit.
As he held the radiant icosahedron, Reynardo felt queasy. Like dozens of tiny worms were nibbling his insides. It wasn't healthy to be so close to the eye of a god. How could he use it? He could take it to the observatory. The scientists there could tell him how to harness its ancient power. But honestly, Reynardo ached to get away from it. He brought the core back with him to the Farfarer. But honestly, Reynardo ached to be rid of it. Tell you what, said Lapino. I'll take it to the observatory. You attack the Imperial outpost. The Imperial outpost was a vital communications node. Taking it could shatter the Empire's ability to coordinate. And it would be full of secret plans and maps and maybe even rebel prisoners. It was a good target for a hero like Reynardo. But what if Lapino lost the core to the Empire? That could be a good thing, couldn't it? Was Reynardo ready to take that risk? Maybe it was better if he brought the core to the scientists himself.
You know what? Anything to get rid of this creepy feeling around without the core of the Sky Ripper, even without the amateur. There had to be a way to tap its power. The scientists at the Nexus would certainly know how to do that. If he could rely on Lapino to bring them the core, Reynardo would instead assault an Imperial outpost and gain valuable intel for the rebellion. We would also stay away from the core's unhealthy aura. No, the core was far too important to entrust to Lupino. Could Reynardo really rely on Lupino to bring it to their observatory? No, it was too risky. He would have to carry the core himself. Even doing so would expose him to its unhealthy aura. My guess is if you're holding the core, you'll be losing health every now and then during combat or something like that. You know what? For this one, we're going to do this one.
Trust me, Reynardo, you won't regret this. I'll treat the car like it was my own baby daughter.
As the Farfarer dived towards the Nexus, Lupino was jumping up and down with excitement. Stop rabbiting around, Reynardo said. Lupino just stared at him. The moment the ship landed, Lupino leapt off the ship. As Lupino vanished into the wilds of the Nexus, Reynardo vaguely remembered Lupino had a baby daughter, didn't he? And he told her mother he was going out to get some Easter eggs, and he'd never come back. But Reynardo was relieved not to carry the core anymore. He was already feeling better. And who knows, maybe this time Lupino would get it right. And if Reynardo could take the outpost, he'd have access to all the Empire's communications in the sector. Right?
Lupino had a baby daughter. What I missed, but whatever. At this point, I'm just trying to do them all. Because the more stuff I do, the more, what's with that aura around me? On my jacket. Or cloak, or whatever it is that I'm wearing. I don't think it's ever done that radiant blue before.
Nothing but unmatched gloves. And something more useful.
Okay. Pull an enemy towards you with the hook. Dash through an enemy. Counter. I don't know if you gotta like do the full counter or just the counter. Like counter and hit and kill. Grab an enemy and toss him off the cliff. Grab an enemy, toss him into another opponent. Grab an enemy and have him be killed by another opponent. Use the R2 attack and just a regular attack. I'm 100% certain that I've done all that shit. Fuck off. This one was hard to get someone to be knocked out. Five. Four. No. Wasn't.
Reynardo caught his breath.
I don't know how many it was.
His joints still hurt, but he couldn't feel the poison in his system anymore. He'd let the armature slip out of his hands to save his friend Lupino. Of course he had to let Lupino take the core. The rebellion needed every man doing his duty. And the rabbit would be no good taking on an Imperial outpost, right? The rebellion had once
Well,
tried
we'll see
to
how
take
that
the
fares in
Imperial
the next
outpost.
route.
Rebel ships were shot down before they could even see it.
I'm curious. There's got to be one where I don't make a choice.
Fox could sneak through their defenses.
Because I went to go to Lupino, got the core. Oh no, I guess I do have one more choice. So I went to Lupino, I went to go to get the core, and then I decided to come here, go destroy the outpost. That wasn't terrible.
Reynardo took the outpost with a song in his heart. Soon, he was stuffing his sack with key messages from and to the fleet. Then the far speaker toad chortled a new message. The observatory had been sacked by ravens. Lapino and all the scientists had been taken to the mountains. Why? Why had he trusted Lapino again? And now the Empire had the core. Reynardo hailed the rebel base to warn them. But their far speaker didn't crouch back. Was the base under attack too?
Okay. You have to rescue Lapino again. And trusting Lapino with the core was a foolish idea. Now he and the core were in the enemy's hands. Maybe he should rescue his friend. After all, none of this would have happened if he hadn't taken the core to the scientist himself. Something was wrong at the base. Maybe the Imperials wanted him to rush out and rescue his friends to distract him from the real danger at the rebel base. Maybe he should leave Lapino to his fate and investigate the base.
Who knew what was going on at the base? But he knew what the ravens would do to Lapino if Reynardo didn't rescue him fast.
Well, actually, he wasn't exactly sure. It kind of depended on whether Lapino was a traitor or not. Reynardo just couldn't bring himself to believe that.
What are old friends for, if not to need rescuing every few days? Reynardo felt a twinge of doubt. Should he have gone to the base? No. Logically, wherever they'd taken Lapino was probably where they took the core, right? Oh, why couldn't Lapino have just, for once, not got himself captured? Was that too much to ask? He shouldn't be too hard on the rabbit. No, he meant well, and he was insanely brave. You had to admire that.
Oh my god.
Here, fishy!
Yeah, that one I'm not. Well, in these areas where there's not that many enemies, I'm not really that choked up as like I didn't do them all, because it's kind of hard to do all 8 of those things, especially when 2 of them results in them being instantly killed. So if I can do another good one, it'd be another level up. Like they say that one of the best routes to go is towards the rebel base level. Because I guess that could be a lot of them. I know this way will give me some health, and I need that, so. You think there would have been a fight there? think it's because I didn't
Where
throw
were
one into
they
an enemy,
holding
and I
Aquino
think
anyway?
if I did throw that one crow, he
There was
would have
no sign
died.
of him or the ravens who'd captured him. Just rocks and snow and the usual scouts. No sign of the core either. Was this a wild rabbit chase? Oh, trust Lapino to screw up even getting captured. But what was this rebellion for anyway?
Oh my God!
Lapino's the useless goof. But he was a friend. If friends didn't matter anymore, what was the point of winning this war? Reynardo had learned so much about... Ooh, what was it again?
I honestly don't remember if that takes... That was just... Oh shit, there's a thing over there? Oh damn, oh well. And this will take me up to where I need to go. Yep, right there. I think every time you get a perfect strike, your combo actually goes up by 2, which is actually pretty cool that it does that. I might as well go over here, get some health back.
Come over here.
Two chests, definitely having less than half of my health. Definitely worth it.
It would be fun to throw healing fruit at people. They wouldn't know whether to be mad or not.
I guess. I don't know, like, don't get me wrong, I love how fucking goofy this narrator shit is. No, god damn it. But sometimes it's just like, what the fuck?
Reynardo thought about the intel he'd gathered from the outpost. Who would he bring it to? Who even had time to read it?
Oh.
At the end of the mountain path, Reynardo came to a clearing. It was a campfire. Raven feathers and... oh... Lupino's lucky deck of cards. Well, that wasn't good. Reynardo hoped Lupino would not try to cheat his captors at cards. Ravens were much better than weasels at counting, and they had a very poor sense of humor.
Then, he saw what he had hoped never to see. Fresh scraps of rabbit fur. Ragged and bloody, ravens would eat anything.
By Grabthar's hammer! Reynardo screamed at the sky. I will avenge you!
The rebels
I
had
will
assembled
avenge
their
you!
fleet. Ahead, the clouds were dark with Imperial ships. If he could reach the Emperor before the rest of the rebels did, maybe he could settle this without too much bloodshed. He set sail, and the Farfarer shot forward.
Yeah, Lupino's not dead though. It's gonna. You can tell that this is leading to a Lupino betrayal
Poor Lupino
ending.
had never been a great warrior. The mad rabbit was good for a lark and a laugh. And a pint. The thought of ravens eating him made Reynardo furious. The way they were eating up the land. The way the Emperor was eating up the people with his new, bloodthirsty ways. He would make them all pay.
Oh boy, okay. I really don't want to get anything that does damage. But having the kicking and throwing distance increase, I think that'll be really good. So I think I'll focus on this stuff first.
The port was heavily guarded. It must go someplace they really didn't want it to go.
Damn it. Would have been perfect. I just discarded that. Oh well. Come on, there we are. I think I do get some kind of a result screen at the end of there. Just for whatever reason, they don't show it. I think there's actually some combat over here, but I honestly don't know if I can get back. That way, it's not a big deal, so. Still don't know what I've missed, but whatever.
After his near death, the Emperor started collecting ancient books and inviting magicians to the palace. Most were charlatans, of course.
Because I feel like they were kind of preventing me from getting on there for a little bit. No. Speaking of getting infected. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, is it because my throw distance? Oh, that's dumb.
Given up every objective to save his friend. He'd given up the armature, the core, the gem, even Zenobia. He loved Lapino, he realized. And now the rabbit was gone. A hero looks out for his friends, even when they're gone. He would send Lapino an honor guard of ravens to serve him in the halls of the Valiant. He would avenge him.
Yeah, I have a feeling, yeah, you'll definitely see Lapino alive, and you'll be like, the fuck? Fuck off. I feel like you have to get a results screen. Because I rewatched that video again. I guess they only did 2 parts, which was just one story path of this game, and they got a results screen at their end. All right,
Finally,
how's Lapino go betray
he
us?
reached the Emperor's ship. And there was Lapino, surrounded by ravens. He was alive. They'd eaten some other rabbit. "I'll save you!" he shouted with joy and flung himself at the ravens. "Oh, you shouldn't have," said Lapino when the last raven was down. Reynardo threw his arms around his best friend. "I had to come. I love you, man. You really, really shouldn't have," said Lapino. And Reynardo felt a rather sharp pain in his back. As he collapsed, Lapino took the dagger out of Reynardo's back and wiped it off on Reynardo's sleeve.
Why? You always have to be the hero. Brave Reynardo, epic Reynardo, super sexy Reynardo, and I'm sick of it.
As Reynardo died, all he could think was, damn it, fooled again.
Oh, again?
But he already had all the secrets he needed.
He was sure of that. He must have not used them the right way.
What was the best, worst mistake he could make? Probably trusting that traitor Lupino.
Grabthar's hammer, a hero who places friendship above all else. And there it was. Rescue Lupino again.
The book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again.
So we have one more ending
Faster
with
than
Lupino,
before.
which who knows
And he
which way
fell.
that would be. Probably the way of
The clouds parted
if
over the
I did
Isles
go
of
rescue
Boreas.
Lupino.
It was time to
We'll see.
choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer.
Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Reynardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert.
The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact.
It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster.
Maybe he could find a way to use it.
To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lupino needed rescuing. Of course, Reynardo had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. And he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we know how that ending went. So, guys, that's going to do it for this part of Let's Play Stories, The Paths of Destinies. In the next part, guys, we're going to make our way to another one with the Sky Ripper this time. We're going to go do a Sky Ripper one. So that should be good. So, yeah. So, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give the like button a click. And comment down below if you like by the video, didn't like by the video. And let me know, guys, what you think of that ending. Very predictable, I guess you could say. So, yeah. As always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to my main channel, too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, RGQMK Twitter, are in there, too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I will see you all next time.